Hey guys, happy Saturday. If you're watching this part of the video, you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, so I know you were here. Say hey when you're popping on. Just gonna finish my face with you guys real fast. I got 2 new foundations this week and was loving them yesterday. I actually wore one on each side of my face yesterday, like a total weirdo, and I was totally okay with it. So if you're popping on, say a hey. We're just gonna throw in some foundation and like finish the face now that the eyes are done. I asked what you guys wanted to see for colors on my eyes today. I did some pinks. In fact, I feel like a little part here needs to be blended a little bit. So the eyeshadows on my eyes are not Farmasi, which is why I did not come live to do them. I didn't want anybody to get confused and think that they were like on my website or anything like that. But if you're curious as to how I did this, look, I used the Coastal Scents Original palette and the Mirage palette, which are 2 of my faves. And I would show you them, but they are literally holding up my tripod. So, another day. Hey, Juanita, if you're popping on, say hey. So I want to finish up like my brows and then just do my face. Actually, I might do my face first because why not? I don't have to worry about going around the brows. So I'm going to use the VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation. This is the one I tried out, one of the ones I tried out yesterday. It is great for almost all skin types, except if you have like super severe dry skin, I probably wouldn't recommend it. I have very dry skin and I didn't have a problem with it yesterday, but it is a full coverage. I have a tickle in my throat this morning that will not go away. And I feel like if I go out anywhere and I cough, people are gonna look at me like I've got like the corona. So that's not cool. So I'm gonna show you like half a face first so you guys can see the coverage, and then we'll go in and do the other side. And I will say my only like complaint thus far with this foundation is I don't like pump bottles. They're just not my friend. I don't like them. So, if you want my honest review, I thought the foundation was great. It lasted until, let's see, I put it on probably at what time yesterday? Like 2. I think I was here around 2. And it lasted until, I was up until 2 a.m. So I took it off around that time. So it lasted a good 12 hours. It didn't like crease. It didn't, you know, like disperse or rub off. It looked pretty good at 2 a.m. So I was pretty impressed. Okay, dokie. So I like to spread it on with my nice, oops, I had something stuck to my brush. I like to apply it with my foundation brush that's like flat first. I just find that I get the best coverage that way. Hey, Danielle. And then I like to go in with a damp blending bud and just kind of blend it out after. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. This VFX Camera Ready foundation, I feel like just blurs everything. Yes, I went bold 2 days in a row, girl. Did you see me yesterday? I had green. I was like, I went to breakfast with my mom yesterday. And we like ran errands after. I was sitting in the car and I was like, I just feel like doing green eyeshadow today. Like for no reason at all. And then I did it and I was like super impressed with it. I was like, wow, this actually came out like fairly decent. So then today I was like, I'm going to go bold again because why not, right? Like, I mean, realistically, like, can't really go many places right now. Like, a lot of places around here are, like, just closed. So I'm like, well, no one can see me anyway, so if it looks terrible, then, like, it's not a big deal, you know? How is it where you are, Danielle? Are, like, a lot of things closing and, like, things not being done as like scheduled. So like, look at the coverage, guys. I don't know if this cut's gonna cover because I was exfoliating my face this morning and I did it a little rough and it started bleeding again. I was so bummed. I was like, why? Why me? I scrubbed just a little too rough there. Hi, Diana. Alright. Like, seriously though, guys, like this foundation for the win. To be honest, out of all of the foundations I've used, guys, I haven't had an issue or like a complaint with any of them, which is very weird for me because like I figured for me this foundation would not work. I really I didn't want to spend the money on it, but I was like, I want to try it because like I can't give an honest review and sell it to someone or recommend it to someone if I have not tried it myself, because I'm not going to say, hey, it's like a full coverage foundation based off of what I've been told. I like to be able to try things for myself because realistically, like, you can't sell things that you've never used, right? Nothing closed as far as businesses, but they've canceled so many events. Yeah. So Danielle, our schools, like, there are like 40 something schools around this area that are already closed for 2 weeks. There's one that's a couple cities by us that's closed until April 27th already. So I worked in the school systems last year, and I'm really glad that I ended up taking my nannying job and leaving there because I couldn't go weeks without a paycheck, you know? The poor teachers and the poor parents that have to figure out, you know, care for their kids, and the poor kids that are going to be stuck at home and not able to go anywhere. It's crazy. I was supposed to grab lunch with my cousin today, and part of me is just like, some restaurants are obviously still open, some have closed. It's kind of obviously up to the owners right now, but I'm just like, I don't think I want to go in a restaurant. Like, you don't, like, that's, people are eating, there's saliva, and just taking precautionary measures because I do have a lower immune system because of my thyroid, and I also have asthma, so I definitely can't afford to catch any kind of sickies right now. We'll just put it there. So yeah, I was like, I'll come up and visit, but I'm not going to lunch. I think most of the foundations are medium to full coverage. That's what I would say too. I feel like they're on the higher end of a medium coverage. I haven't tried the matte one. What is that? I haven't tried that one. I probably won't until the summer because there's no point of me trying a full like coverage matte foundation right now. But I find that this gives me like pretty much a full coverage. And I like that it's buildable if need be, but I got like a fairly full coverage yesterday. It's got more coverage than the serum foundation. Stay Matte, thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it. I'm in La La Land these last couple days. It's been kind of crazy here. Hey, Juliana. So yeah, I'm really liking this foundation. Also really liking like digging this bun that I threw up with my scrunchie this morning because I didn't feel like doing my hair. I'm ridiculous. Ridiculous. Literally, and they don't cake, you're right. That is so true. I'm gonna have to clean this brush again. I used my tea tree soap the other day to wash some of my brushes. It did the trick. I'm one of those people that I don't like messes on my makeup stuff, so excuse me while I just clean the pumper here. But yeah, so like I built it on my cheeks, and like you can tell it doesn't look cakey. In fact, I don't really feel like I have anything on my face, if I'm being completely honest with you. Yesterday, I did like a huge look, and you know, by the end of the day, you kind of forget it's on your face. And I was like sitting there like rubbing my face and my eyes because I do that when I start to get tired. And I was like, oh shoot. I looked at David, I was like, I have makeup on, don't I? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I totally didn't even realize it, like at all. I said, powder cream doesn't work well with dry skin. It's more, to be honest, I used the Pata cream yesterday and my skin's been super dry and it worked really well for me. In fact, I was sitting there yesterday when I was putting it on. I was like, guys, this might be my new favorite. So it might not work for everybody, but it worked for me. Hey, Mom, aren't you at the vet with the dogs? But yeah, I liked the Pata cream a lot. Though I feel like if you don't have a good skincare regimen and your skin is super flaky and like scaly looking, I probably wouldn't recommend it because of how it would sit on that. But then again, I probably wouldn't recommend any foundations that would look good on top of that. So, I don't know. It might not. Yeah, like I was saying, I think maybe it's just like the skincare and like how our skin is. Like my skin's very dry because of my thyroid. You can probably see my scalp has like a bunch of flakes in it too. Like it's, you know, I'm also huge into moisturizing too, so I don't know if that plays a factor, but I had no issues with it yesterday. I knew what you were saying. That's so funny. I knew you meant overly dry, and I was just like, I read it that way, and then after I was like, wait, did that say overly dry? And then I was like, that's gotta be what she meant. But I didn't have any issues yesterday, to be honest. And I didn't have any issues. I literally had half a face of VFX and half a face of the Pata cream. Like, I literally put half and half on my face, and I left it all day. And everybody I saw, because I saw a few people yesterday, I asked, I was like, can you tell I have 2 different foundations on? Skincare is key. I can tell you from when I was, like, a kid in high school and how, I mean, I used to put bronzer all over my face and think it was foundation. So, I mean, it's not... take this with like a grain of salt type of deal, but I looked like I had that flaky, gross skin all the time. And it was because, you know, no one taught me about like skincare and stuff. Like my mom used like creams and stuff on her face, and like washed her face, but I was like, oh, like older people do that and I don't have to do that. And so I always put that stuff on, you know, on my foundation or my bronzer, whatever you want to call it. I put it on anyway, and it looked so cakey and like flaky because of my dry skin. And I think finding a good skincare regimen is so important because of that, because I can wear makeup now and not look like I have scaly, flaky skin. And I was never able to do that before. Like if you look at pictures of me from like high school and even middle school, like you're like, oh, her skin. Like, ugh. And same for like over oily skin. Like you guys can have like the same types of problems where your makeup just like slips and moves. And unless you get that under control, it's never going to stop no matter what you use. I mean, you can try to use products, and I'm sure Danielle can attest to this and say it's probably just going to make it look more cakey when you're trying to put a bunch of dry products on other stuff just to make it so your like the oily skin doesn't create your makeup to slide. And then it's like, why wear makeup in the first place? Because I have to spend a bunch of money on makeup to try to make my makeup look good, but then my makeup doesn't look good, and then I just want to take it off and redo it, and it's like, why do that, you know? I just went like on a mini rant about that. I'm not sure why this is taking me so long. Yeah, my eyebrows are like not even sisters. It's fine. They don't grow the same, so it's so hard to like shape them. And then I feel like if I used like one of the stencil things that they have out there, then they'd look like totally fake because I traced them. That's so tricky. Like this one is super thin compared to this one. This one has a higher arch than this one. And I try to like even them out as much as possible. I feel like that's like a normal thing. Does anybody have that doesn't get their brows done or like microbladed? Do you have like equal or similar twin eyebrows? Because if you do, I think you're like 1 in a million. What the heck? My mom's iPad keeps going, oh my God, keeps going off. They're at the vet with the dogs, and she's getting emails saying that they confirmed that they're there for the appointment. Like, don't you think that she knows that she's there? That's okay. They actually, so we didn't use the vet that we put our previous dog down at after we got the new dogs, because like kind of hard to go back into the place that like you said goodbye to like your, you know, your loved one, your dog. So we haven't, and just the place that we were going to wasn't, we weren't really like that fond of it. It wasn't, they just weren't that great there. So we've been trying to like convince my parents to go back to the other vet, because though it is a little bit more pricey, they were so good. And I didn't know they were going back to the vet, but I just saw the email and they did. So like that's pretty cool. I don't know if I could ever go back there though, like inside. We have it on our dog's chart that we cannot go back in that one room. Like, I was like, Mom, if we're gonna go back there, like, and they were awesome there, so, like, I would love to go back, but I'm like, they need to know that, like, we cannot bring the dogs into that room, because, like, I would go crazy. It was probably, like, one of the hardest days of my life, to be honest. Not to mention the fact that it was on New Year's Day, and we found out she was in liver failure on New Year's Eve, so it was not a good time. All right. We're going to go in with the 3-in-1 palette, because you guys know I love my 3-in-1 palette. So we're going to get our brushy brush. And guys, I got my 2-in-1 face brush, and I really like this because it's like double-sided. I can't wait to try this with the concealer to like blend under there once my skin isn't so dry. So it is our cheat day with our diet. We've been really trying, guys. Okay, so we're like doing keto, but like not. I don't know how to explain it. But so I lost like 9 pounds in the first week, and then I gained 6 back. And it like hasn't really moved very much since that, like the first week. And I'm like kind of annoyed by it. I'm like eating foods that like I don't thoroughly enjoy. And I feel like it is teaching me how to eat better. Hey, Tracy. But, like, I want to, like, see actual results. And I know, like, you're not going to lose a bunch of weight overnight. I get that. But, like, why did I gain 6 pounds back? What is going on? All right, let's do the jawline so that we can skinny out this face. Yes, girl. So yeah, I've been like super tired lately, like more tired than normal these last couple of days. I don't know if it's my thyroid or whatever. My thyroid can do that because I have, you know, hypothyroidism. But you know what's crazy, guys? Is I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I could sleep right now. And then like 2 a.m. rolls around. I'm like, why am I not sleeping right? So last night I was like, I'm probably going to wake up at like 11:30 because like I haven't been sleeping well and everything else. And like I take melatonin, it just isn't helping. And so I'm like, I'm going to like end up sleeping in all morning. And I didn't want to do that. But like I also wanted to be able to sleep in. Hey, Ashley. And literally, guys, I woke up at like 7:55 and I was like, I would have been fine sleeping until at least 9:30. Like, ugh. It's like the weekdays, I just want to sleep in and do nothing. Because, you know, work, right? And then come the weekend, it's just like, hey, Deanna. It's like come the weekend, I would just want to sleep in one day and like can't sleep past like 8 o'clock. It's redonkulous and it's so annoying. And I just wanted to be able to sleep, but I couldn't. So instead, I went on the Disney app and I tried to like get us better fast passes. Like, we got most of our fast passes at a good time, but like, I like them consecutive right after another because then you can add more. So I'm sitting there in my bed at like 8 o'clock in the morning to see if how many people like canceled their trip already for May, and like see if any new fast passes were available, and there were. So I'm like changing the times for them, and David's like, what the heck am I looking for? David's like, he wakes up like an hour later. He's like, what the heck are you doing awake? And I was like, I've been up for an hour fixing fast passes and trying to figure out life, you know, it's fine. He was like, fast passes, really? Like, we leave in like, 50 something days. And I was like, well, yeah, like, I was trying to get better fast passes. And he was like, you have problems. And I was like, it's fine, I accept it. So I'm just like fixing up like the inner corner of my eyes because, foundation kind of got there a little bit. Pretty in pink today. Thank you. It's actually really funny. Anyone who knows me knows that I like don't like the color pink at all. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that. I'm not a girly girl, guys. Not. It's just not me. This shirt I got at Walmart the other day because I figured I should just like get some t-shirts. And they had like this kind of color and then like a salmon color. And David's like, you're buying a pink shirt? And I was like, well, like, yeah, because they're only like $3. But like, I'm not a pink person at all. I'm not, you'll rarely see me like out in like a dress or a skirt. Like, I like looking cute and dressing up, but like, I'm just not girly. Like, I don't do a lot of that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna stick my nose ring back in here, so if you don't like the idea of that, don't look real quick. Okay, we're good. Hey, Renee. So yeah, he was like, why are you buying a pink shirt then? And I was like, because it's $3, like, duh. But I have so many like pink colored eye stuff that I never use, so I was like, I'm just gonna go with it today. I asked on one of my posts what color you guys want to see, and Cheyenne was like pink, and that was the only comment I got, so I was like, let's do pink. So we did pink, and it actually, I think it looks pretty. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of it, and I was planning on just taking it off because I don't like pink, but it's alright, it can stay. Just not a girly girl. My mom's gonna be like, what the heck are you doing with pink eyeshadow on? Like, girl, you don't even like pink. I'm gonna highlight under my brow here. See the highlight? You know how hard it is for me to do that. Like, if I think about it, I can't do it. But yeah, I did green yesterday, so I figured I need to do something different today. I actually really liked the green too. So, my eyeshadows that I've been using are not Farmasi. They are Coastal Scents, if you guys have heard of them. I got the palettes for fairly like cheap. They have like 88 colors in them, and they were like $10. And you guys can clearly tell they're very pigmented. So yeah, that's what I've been using of late. Well, I shouldn't even say that because I haven't really been doing my eyeshadow at all, like with work and stuff. I've just been doing like the brow mascara and regular mascara, but yeah, for like the pretty bright eyes, I can show you guys the palettes if you want to see them really quick, because I'm not posting my link currently because of everything just going on in the world. I don't feel like it's right to push sales on people. You know, if you guys see something that's different and you ask, but like, I don't, right now we got bigger things going on in the world, so that's why my link isn't in the comments, and that's why it wasn't yesterday. I just feel like right now we need to worry about us and our finances, and who knows what else is going to be going on. I have been posting about our aloe gel, only because a lot of people are curious where they can get aloe to make their own hand sanitizer, and you can get that on my website. I think it's like $17 for like a big jar, and it's 93% pure aloe. So I just ordered it the other day, and my mom ordered one because you can't find hand sanitizer anywhere around here right now. So, if anybody needs some of that, let me know. Message me, we'll talk. And then, yeah, that's that. This is literally my look for the day. I might do something with the hair, probably not, because I don't really care. But thank you all for watching. Please stay safe and healthy. If you don't have to go out somewhere, I would recommend not doing it, especially, you know, if you're in that upper realm of being susceptible to this stuff going on. I will show you the 2 palettes I used real quick. So, as you guys can see, I have stencils here from Halloween still stuck on it. But this is the 88 Original palette from Coastal Scents. And then it's got like a billion jillion colors. So I used this on my eyes today. I used this pink, a little bit of this pink, and a little bit of that red. And then I used the Mirage palette from Coastal Scents, which also has 88 colors. And I just used this color orange, just a little bit in the crease. So that was what I did for today. And yeah, that's that. That's the makeup for the day. So thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.